What if your muscles have been ignoring the number of reps all along? For decades, the fitness world has argued over one question: high reps or low reps? Which one actually builds more muscle? Walk into any gym and you'll find two camps. One side grinding through brutal sets of 3 to 5 reps, the other side pushing endless sets of 20-30 reps, chasing the burn, chasing the pump. Both groups think the other is wasting their time. Both groups think they have the answer. So researchers finally put both to the test. What they discovered surprised almost everyone, because your muscles aren't paying attention to your rep count at all. They're responding to something far more important. And once you understand what that is, you'll never look at bodyweight training the same way again. The old school belief. For years, the rule seemed clean and simple. Heavy weights and low reps build muscle. Light weights and high reps build endurance. It sounded logical, so almost everyone accepted it without question. Coaches taught it, certifications printed it. Every fitness magazine ran some version of it on the cover. Heavy equals big, light equals lean, body weight equals beginner. Simple, clean, easy to remember, and almost completely wrong. Here's what changed everything. Researchers decided to test the idea instead of repeating it. They split people into 3 groups. One trained heavy, 3 to 5 reps. One trained moderate, 8 to 12. One trained light, 20 to 30 reps. They trained for weeks, sometimes months. Then they measured muscle growth using actual scans. The result? All 3 groups built almost the same amount of muscle. Read that again. Heavy lifters, moderate lifters, high rep lifters. Nearly identical muscle growth. The old rule wasn't just incomplete, it was a myth the entire industry had been repeating for 50 years. So if rep range doesn't determine muscle growth, what does? One word: effort. Here is what science actually uncovered. Muscle grows when you push a set close to failure. Failure means the point where you physically cannot complete another clean rep. Whether you reach that point at 5 reps with a brutal one-arm push-up progression or 25 reps of standard push-ups until your arms give out, your muscle receives the exact same signal. Your body doesn't have a calculator counting repetitions. It has a stress detector. Push hard enough and that detector fires one message: time to adapt, time to grow stronger. This is why the gymnast holding an 8-second iron cross and the person grinding through a 30-rep push-up burnout can both build extraordinary upper bodies. They're both pushing close to failure. They're both giving their muscles a reason to grow. The path is different. The destination is identical. But here's where it gets interesting. Even though all rep ranges build muscle, they don't all build your body in exactly the same way. Think of it like learning a language. You can learn by reading, by listening, by speaking. Different methods, same destination, but each one develops a different skill along the way. Training works exactly the same. Low reps, 3 to 6, are built around maximum mechanical tension. In bodyweight training, that means the hardest progressions: one-arm push-ups, archer pull-ups, pistol squats, muscle-ups. These don't just challenge your muscles. They teach your nervous system to recruit more muscle fibers at once. They build dense, powerful, transferable strength. The trade-off? The margin for error shrinks dramatically. One rushed rep, one careless shoulder position, one unstable wrist. The risk of injury rises immediately. Moderate reps, 8 to 15, are where bodyweight training truly shines. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, rows, split squats, enough resistance to challenge the muscle, enough volume to keep growing, enough repetition to improve technique every single session. If you could build an entire program using just one rep range, this would be it. And high reps, 15 to 30 and beyond? For years they were dismissed as nothing more than glorified cardio. Science tells a completely different story. Push a high rep set close to failure, and your muscles receive many of the same growth signals as someone training far heavier. Heavy training reaches that signal quickly. High rep training reaches it gradually. Different roads, same destination. So the real answer was never high reps versus low reps. The real answer is, use all of them. Here is how the most intelligent bodyweight athletes train. They start with the hardest progression they can manage for 3 to 6 clean reps. One-arm push-up progressions, Weighted pistol squats. This builds raw strength and teaches the nervous system to fire at full capacity. Then they move into moderate reps for their main volume work. Pull-ups, dips, rows, push-ups, 8 to 15 reps. This is where the bulk of muscle actually gets built. Then they finish with high-rep isolation, close-grip push-ups to failure, hanging variations, calf raises. This drives blood into the muscle, reaches the smaller stabilizers, and builds size in places heavy progressions simply cannot reach. Heavy progression, moderate volume, high-rep finish. Now let's talk about something nobody mentions: recovery. Heavy progressions expose the body. If you only train in the 3 to 5 rep range, your joints will eventually speak up. Your wrists, your elbows, your lower back, your central nervous system accumulates fatigue faster than it can clear it. You might push through it in your 20s and feel untouchable. By your 30s and 40s, that strategy starts breaking you down instead of building you up. This is why intelligent bodyweight athletes periodize. They shift toward moderate and high-rep work during recovery weeks, less joint stress, same muscle retention, smarter long-term progression, depth and control, never speed, form over everything, always. So how should you actually train? Here is the formula. Choose a bodyweight progression you can complete for somewhere between 5 and 30 clean reps. Push every working set close to failure, leaving 1, maybe 2 reps in reserve. Accumulate 10 to 20 sets per muscle group each week, spread across 2 or 3 sessions. Rotate between heavy progression days, moderate volume days, and high-rep burnout days. Track your progress, rest deliberately, sleep seriously. Muscle is not built during the workout. It is built in the hours and days that follow. When your body rebuilds what the training broke down. Simple, proven, effective. The truth is, you don't need to pick a side. You don't need to defend heavy progressions to the high-rep crowd. You don't need to justify your burnout sets to the strength purists. They're both right. They're both growing muscle. The only person losing in this argument is the one training without ever truly pushing hard, because your muscles don't understand barbells. They don't understand body weight. They don't understand rep counts. They understand one thing: a reason to adapt. Give them that reason, consistently, intelligently, progressively, and adaptation becomes inevitable. That's the principle hidden beneath 50 years of the wrong argument. Before you go, drop a comment below. Tell me where you are starting from. I read every single one. And if you want more training that actually works, you already know where to find it. Let's get to work.